Welcome to the 3 Knockdown Rule.
And welcome to the latest installment of Quick Jabs on 3 Knockdown Rule, brought to you by Hustler Casino. Once again, we are off this week. Mario in his final week in Buffalo. So we're going to take a short hiatus. We've had two evergreen shows featuring Doug Fisher and Jim Lampley. And then next week we'll be back with a special new installment of 3 Knockdown Rule. Mario Lopez and I back in studio. All right, let's get started. A lot of boxing this past weekend from across the globe. Let's get into it. From Kazakhstan, it was a homecoming for Janibek, you know the last name. The IBF and WBO middleweight champion of the world took care of a rather nondescript opponent who had a very difficult long last name. I'm not going to even try here. As I like to say, he did the Chris Rock. He fed his kids, he got a job, he stayed out of jail. In other words, you did what you're supposed to. What do you want? A cookie? With that said, I thought he looked pretty good in dispatching him in 5 rounds. Here's the question moving forward for Janibek. Is there really legs in terms of this top-rank PBC alliance? Because right now he has 2 belts. If he wants to make a mark, some of the bigger fights for the belts in that division, they involve Carlos Adamas and Erislandy Lara. Guess who they're with? The PBC. And when I tweeted about it on Saturday afternoon, Carl Moretti, one of the higher-ups at Top Rank, said, absolutely, there's a shot. That's one of the fights we talked about, so we can cross our fingers for Janibek as it relates to his future fortunes.